Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I thought we'd have a little fun and explore making characters. So let's go. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the platform. Here we are. So I am going to go to the menu and select characters. These are all the characters I've already made, so we want to make a new one. So we're going to go new character, name, Keepa, okay. So we're going to make a Keepa werewolf character today, and her breed. Now, this is probably the most important part, is your description. So I've already gone ahead and made one, but as you can see right in here, it's kind of giving you an idea of what you need to put in here. So it says voice, accent, personality, signature moves. The more detailed, the richer the Claude voice and scene synthesis. Include tone, delivery style, catchphrases, comedy flavor, wardrobe cues, anything that you would like the character to be. This ensures that their voice and personality comes through. You want your character to all be different and have their own kind of style and quirks, because that's what makes them fun. And now we're going to add some reference photos. I already have these ready. So I'm going to choose, now the first one is going to be the main one, so you want to make sure you're choosing your strongest photo, because that's the one that's going to pull through the most. And it's always good to have different versions of it, you know, so it knows what the body's like, what they might look like from a different angle, and so on and so forth. So I have two here. Now, you can see here it says auto-generate voice from bio and photos. So it's going to pull all this information. And I'll just show you. So as soon as you hit save character, I'll just pause while it's generating here. Okay, it finished. So you can see here it's created her voice genome. Tone, sarcastic, dry, intimidating. It's all coming from my description I had. Always good just to read through it. So you can change it yourself. If there's one thing in there that you're like, that's not how I want it to be, you can change it. You can also change your description and re-synthesize it. What I usually do after I've gotten to this point is I will use in studio and do a test video. Make sure, I'm going to do that as we speak. Make sure what I wanted actually came through in my description. So there she is here. I'll do another video on the studio later, but maybe a more in-depth one, but I guess here's a quick sneak peek here. So I picked the character. I'll get into this when I do a studio video. And then I already have a prompt made for this. One thing I will say when you're testing your character is when you make the video, you want to make sure your prompt has them speaking, or else I've made that mistake before. You'll make a video and it's just an action scene, and then you really don't know what their voice or sounds like or what their character's like. And since she's a werewolf, I'm gonna pick dark for the style and generate prompt with Claude. I'll just pause while we generate. Alright, so as you can see, it's generated the prompt. So it's generated 2 prompts, your image and your video. It's always really good to read through the prompt. Again, it's fully editable. Just make sure there's something in there that just doesn't make sense, or I previously read this and I read through the video. I'm a little unsure it's gonna have her speak, so instead of taking a chance, I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna put mine back in this time. And now I'm gonna generate the image. Alright, the image has finished generating. Here it is here. A few other notes. If suppose you don't like the result, you can regenerate, and you can also save the image and prompt. I'm gonna do that, or download it. Again, if you want to save your photos for later or your prompts. Now we're gonna animate it. Alright, the video is done, so let's give it a watch.
Starts chewing the furniture.
Hang on, there we go.
Everybody wants a scary werewolf until somebody starts chewing the furniture. Everybody wants a scary...
Not bad. I think I like the voice, and it's definitely got her spicy vibe that I wanted. So I'm going to save both of them for the sake of time. Perhaps I didn't like the way she turned out, didn't like her voice or movements. You can go back to your characters and you can edit them as much as you want. Maybe she came through as with a masculine voice. You could just make sure in here you have somewhere so it knows that she's female. It's something I tend to forget. And you can add more photos. Let me see. From library. I don't have any other ones in here. Yeah, so that's just the very, very basics of character creation. You'll see more of it when we go into actually doing videos and using your characters. So I hope you try this out and have fun with it.